Hello, welcome to PlayStation Access. My name's Rob, and last week I was lucky enough to go hands-on with Final Fantasy VII Remake at a preview event in London hosted by Square Enix. I got to play the entire bombing mission from intro sequence to reactor escape, Cloud's first encounter with Aerith and fight through the Midgar streets in the immediate aftermath, the second reactor mission with Tifa and Barrett culminating in an epic boss fight against the Airbuster, and the sewer battle with Abzu, meaning I got to take control of both Tifa and Aerith in battle for the first time. I'll have another video diving deeper into everything I learned later in the week, but today I just wanted to show you the bombing mission in its glorious entirety for the very first time. I've edited out a few tutorial messages and a couple of bits where I backtrack and aimlessly stare at environmental details for a frankly boring amount of time, but aside from that, this is my entire run through the opening of the game. Enjoy.
Halt! Who goes there?
You're up.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so. No holding back. Here it comes. Not bad. That's that.
This is me trying to see if this Shinra grunt had a potion on him. I learned two things. One, he doesn't, and two, pressing X brings up this command menu outside of battle.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see them.
Have fun.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
Go ahead.
He can use me.
Not bad.
Drop the weapon.
You got this.
Yeah, what he said. You're coming with us.
Can't get surrounded.
That's enough.
Try harder. Nope.
You need to be mindful of your environment during battle. Watch this fire spell. It explodes right into the pillar. That's 4 MP I will not be getting back. But also, his gunfire hits it too. So if you find yourself on the defensive, taking cover is not a bad shout. This is one of many reasons battles in Final Fantasy VII Remake are, in my opinion, even more tactical than they were in the original. We'll be going more in depth on this soon, but rest assured, if you were worried about being able to blindly hack and slash your way through the game, don't be, because you can't. Here's me discovering you can't smash benches. Fair enough, they look lovely. There's an artist at Square Enix somewhere who worked tirelessly on those. Stuff whoever designed these crates with the Shinra logo though, you can break as many of those as you want. And you get rewarded with items too.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Real joy to work with, though.
Real joy to look at, too.
Here we go.
You'll keep
Look
us
for what
safe,
people notice
right,
first.
Cloud?
I guess I'm not on the same page as people.
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Or even the same...
Give it a rest.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Wedge. You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gill.
You can lock onto targets using R3, then toggle targets with the right stick or the directional buttons. This comes in really handy when fighting large groups of enemies, which happens often. You'll find yourself up against far greater numbers than in the original Final Fantasy VII, so learning how to dodge and switch targets between multiple enemies is something you'll want to do quickly. You can pin down nearby enemies with melee attacks, build up your ATB gauge, and then hurl magic at ranged enemies. You'll also notice I'm switching between Punisher and Operator mode with triangle. Punisher mode means Cloud's attacks are slower but more powerful. Really useful when you're going on the offensive and want to build attacking momentum.
This way. Not so fast. We've got company. Should be easy. Try this. Sorry. No holding back. All right. Here it comes. So long. Was never in doubt. There's that. Brace yourself. That it?
Yes, I know. I somehow missed that treasure chest staring me right in the face. I'm furious about it too. Please don't mention it in the comments. Not even as a joke response to this. Seriously, please, stop typing.
Come on, Cloud!
Pick up the pace.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako's storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
Who's there? Door! Well, wait! It's over!
That's my line.
Oh yeah, the classic battle music starts up, and here is a perfect example of how switching to Punisher mode is really beneficial when it comes to crowd control. See, I didn't even get a chance to use Brave, he's down already.
We're back.
Then let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
Careful in there.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button? So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Every time I see more of Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's like being battered by a nostalgia hurricane. Nibelheim here looks so perfectly dusty and melancholic, just the type of place you'd want to leave in order to join Soldier and become just like Sephiroth.
Cloud! Are you ignoring me?
Tifa and I.
Throughout this video, you've probably gotten a sense of how Square Enix isn't just remaking Final Fantasy VII, they are reimagining and expanding it. Often that reimagining manifests as more detail and greater depth in the areas you explore, and sometimes as this, entirely new scenes that dig deeper under the skin of characters we loved to hate in the original game, but also offer a different perspective on a story we thought we knew. Look at President Shinra and Heidegger here. They're watching everything unfold. If anything, it makes me hate them even more.
That made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer.
This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc? One false move, and that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
Let the man with the gun go to work. These tin cans ain't got nothing on me. Special delivery. Firing one off.
So Cloud can't reach enemies up on balconies, that's Barrett's department, but he can combo them in mid-air. I may have let out a little scream when this happens during my hands-on, because my goodness, does it look cool. But also notice how your commands can be interrupted. I tried using a spell here, but got hit, which cancelled it. This combat system is far more than just attacking, filling up your ATB gauge, and then flinging off magic. Your positioning on the battlefield is important. Dodging and guarding are important, even against enemies Final Fantasy veterans may consider small fry.
For your head.
Yes, Barrett did just do that. And yes, I did stand up and applaud. It may seem like a small touch, but to me it signifies so much more. You get a definite sense that a whole load of love for the original has gone into this game. Back at E3 last year, Yoshinori Kitase said how the development team is made from a mix of veterans who worked on the original and a fresh generation of talent who were all fans back in 1997. It really shows.
I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah, figure out the timing of the lasers. Then, make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly.
Here's another example of how Final Fantasy VII Remake expands on the original. A laser dodging sequence used to teach you all about the dash controls. You can hold either R1 or R2 to sprint, or press L3 once and you will sprint until you stop moving. I still think I'll be walking mostly when I play the game because Cloud just looks more like a nonchalant badass that way. Oh, and that's what happens if you hit the lasers. I did it on purpose just to show you.
Nice job, Cloud.
Phew.
Well, we got that over with, and we're almost at our objective.
Look. They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them first.
Ha! We can take this hunk of junk!
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform.
Okay, the action's heating up now. Let's talk about pressure, which wasn't in the previous build of the game I played last year. Hit enemies with attacks they are weak against, and you will knock them off balance, putting them under pressure. You can see it there, just underneath the orange stagger meter. Once an enemy is pressured, you can fill their stagger meter more quickly. This encourages you to stay on the offensive, as staggering an enemy is ultimately what you really want. Stagger them and they will be completely knocked over, unable to attack for a small window, during which all your attacks do bonus damage. Make the most of this.
What are you, 20-something?
First.
Huh?
Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
The hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Go for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom.
Here we are, the reactor core, the area we've seen and played before. I love this place, the music, the dead, open space, the Mako energy rippling underneath. It's so evocative. Also, Cloud and Barrett's incidental dialogue as they make their way down never fails to entertain.
Scared, huh?
More like excited. I've been dreaming about this for years.
Heads up, boys. The end's in sight. Leave the rest in your capable hands. Good luck. Aw, you're choosing me over the reactor? That's sweet, but I'll wait my turn. Go blow her mind.
If there's one single thing I had to pick about Final Fantasy VII Remake that impresses me most, it would be the music. The new score is breathtaking. Classic pieces of music we all know and love, now with a modern orchestral grace. In particular, I love this, how the reactor music shifts up a gear while in battle. It's a brilliant touch and gives the combat here a unique flavour.
Brace yourself. Keep it together.
About damn time! Ooh, gotta love it! How'd you like that? You're up! You think if we fell in, we'd sink right down to the bottom?
Here we go. See ya.
Now that was something else.
That was nothing.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, let's see if Little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job! What's wrong?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Yes, that's right. You get to choose how long you set the timer for. We're going for 20 minutes because we know what we're doing.
Pretty cocky, ain't you? You double-crossing!
Heads up!
What in the hell? Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh? Yes, it's my turn. Woo, gotta love it. So now. damage I did?
Keep it up. Here, don't overdo it.
Need my help, do you? Gonna make your eyes fly! You got this! The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius? Damn it! Bingo! Focus on that core!
Oh, now he remembers. Don't keep me waiting in suspense next time.
Yeah, you know when we said we know what we're doing. I mean, it's true, we do, and right now what we're doing is using a Phoenix down on Cloud because he got KO'd. But in all seriousness, this boss fight is tough. A lot tougher than I remember in my previous hands-on with the game. You have to be on your toes, watch for its area of effect attacks, and guard. Notice how slowly your ATB gauge fills when you're not attacking. Well, it does increase slightly quicker after a successful guard, so if you find yourself on the ropes, and you will, particularly against Airbuster and Abzu, again more on those in our later video, play defensive. Remember, during battle you cannot heal yourself unless you have at least one full ATB gauge. You could attack to fill it up, but you know, that's proper risky.
Damn it! This thing is tough!
It wouldn't be much of a weapon if it went down easy.
Don't compliment the giant scorpion!
We're playing on normal difficulty level, by the way, and there were two others, easy and classic. Easy is self-explanatory, whereas classic automates the action and lets you fully focus on selecting commands from the menu, the aim being to replicate the feeling of playing the original for people who don't want to engage in all the real-time action stuff. Either way, you need to have your wits about you during combat. For my money, Final Fantasy VII Remake's combat is tougher, deeper, and requires even more strategy than the original game.
Everything you've got!
I'm counting on you!
Keep it together.
Get them! Could keep going if I heal up.
I got this. Deal with that.
Stay down, asshole! Damn pain in the ass! This is gonna sting! You got this!
My turn. Here it comes. Another barrier? Now, hit it hard and fast.
Oh, you're in for it now!
Just shoot!
Give it all you
I've got this. All right. Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris. Now, go!
Give them hell!
You're out of luck. Gotta memorize the attack patterns. Don't overdo it. Take it.
Heads up! Tail laser!
I see it!
Then take cover already! Take the lead.
Yeah!
Now, go!
Oh, hell! What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it! We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Murph. You're up, and down goes another. Oh, you in for it now.
Deal with that.
All right. That's all I hear. Shit, the bomb!
20 minutes until detonation.
You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
Where should be covering our way out? Go, go, go!
Okay, now it's time for the escape, which is epic as all hell. The music, the pacing, look at the state of this reactor core, our fiery tussle with the Scorpion Sentinel written all over the walls. I love this so much.
Give me a break. Nothing to it. You okay?
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you? My hero!
Hey! We'll link up over there! Look after Jesse!
Come this way! This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably. I think I see an exit. Come on! Don't look back! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Yes, Jesse, but the treasure chest is very important. I do love this incidental dialogue. It really does bring the characters to life.
We're running out of time!
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Barrett!
I've got you covered! Find us the way out of here!
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here! Take them down!
We don't have time for this shit! It's not this!
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need. So long.
Yes, Yes, I did just take down 2 Shinra troops with 1 braver attack. Amazing, right?
You got that right.
Bring it home!
My turn. Here it comes. Take the lead.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm the fry.
Take it over. Let's finish this. Take him down.
This is now. Gotta love it. Coming at you hard and fast. Now that was something else.
That was nothing.
Heads up.
No shit. Get ready. See ya.
Don't overdo it.
Need my help, do you? Firing one off. Ain't no thing.
Let's go.
Shock troopers, another point at which I let out a little squeak. They're tougher than regular Shinra grunts, and so taking them on when the clock is ticking feels incredibly exciting.
Special delivery. You're up.
I got this. Going in. Was never in doubt. Tough, but doable. It's on you.
About damn time.
That it?
Bring it home.
Let's do this. Let's do this. So long. That's that. It's over. Try this. That's Deal with that.
Yeah, I'll do it. Here it comes.
Let's go.
And that, sadly, is where we will have to end this. What do you think? The bombing mission in its entirety. I was breathless by the end of this. It was amazing. A perfect encapsulation of what Final Fantasy VII Remake is trying to do. Taking that thing we all treasure and turning it into something huge, modern and beautiful. I was honestly blown away. As I've mentioned, we'll have more on Final Fantasy VII Remake coming up soon, including our thoughts on controlling Tifa, Aerith using summer magic for the first time, and the boss battles against Airbuster and Abzu. So stay tuned for that. Let us know what you think of the game in the comments. Give us a like if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again soon with more Final Fantasy VII Remake.
For the players.